Hello YouTube, my name is Master Wolfless, here to give you guys another game of Planetary Annihilation. We're just going to start off right here, going for the 2 mechs to power plant build strat right now, just to start off. And right now I'm just going to play a casual game of Planetary Annihilation simply because who gives a fuck really? Oh shit, I almost hit the pop filter. Alright, so right now we're versing off against Knight Tekko, Wudong, Spartan 010D, who is either leaving the game and just spectating or has actually disconnected. Actually, he hasn't disconnected because he's still in the game, which means he is definitely spectating us, becoming a watchful guardian over the battlefield. Oh, actually died. Well, yeah, that's interesting. That's an interesting little bug we just found. Apparently, people can randomly die in this game. Well, just like in real life, I guess. Anyway, so right now we're not playing under gentleman's rules, which means spamming is the name of the game, gentlemen. Right now, Spartan 010 is definitely in spectator mode. We're starting off at the South Pole, actually, kind of like penguins and igloos. Slowly expanding our empire to encompass the world in igloos. Especially those damn camels. Kill those camels, I say. They're the enemies of the penguins. We're going to go for the 2 vehicle factory build or startup right now. Simply because getting those early skidders out so that we can scout out the rest of the map is very vital, as scouting is very important in this game. Also, just to get those fabricators out pretty early. It could be a little bit of a strain on our economy, but so far I don't really mind that too much. Let's just build a few skidders, and then the next vehicle factory we can build some vehicle fabricators or fabrication vehicles or construction bots, or maybe bots in general, whatever you guys want to call construction vehicles in this game, because a lot of people don't like the term fabbers or fabricators. It happens. I mean, fabber does sound like fapper, which is synonymous with fucking or masturbating. Anyway, let's build a power plant just to get our energy sorted out. Soon we can just move forward. Again, guys, I'm experimenting with my mic over and over and over again, changing the qualities, the sound, the sensitivity, all around everything, because my mic is completely new. So if you guys have any suggestions or any complaints about the mic, please talk to me in the comments below, because this is all relatively new to me. It seems like we already found someone, or I'm retarded and my skidder died. Ah, there he is. So what the hell? Oh, that's the AI. Okay. So at least we know where the AI is. That's good. Right now we can just continue scouting about, and then we can have these fabrication vehicles continue to build up some mexes, get us a better economy. You can actually build some more mexes as well, and we'll have this fabrication vehicle continue building power plants over here. I just love the snap to place build system. It's just really awesome and really cool. Makes things a little bit neater. Anyway, let's go north. Try to find Santa Claus, or Santa Claus's retarded brother. A little bit more skidders, so we can go west now. Try to find more factions and players, maybe. Anyway, let's continue building power plants over here. So far, my skidders aren't picking up anything. Aha, wait. Enchanté, mademoiselle. What is this? Vehicle factories. They seem to be building ants, which are basically the most spammed unit in Planetary Annihilation, simply because ants are cheap, fast, and can do a lot of damage. So they're all around pretty good. So my opponent here is going for an ant spam, which means Wudong is probably going to go for an ant spam as well. In order to counter an ant spam, you generally want to build more ants than your opponent. Some towers does help as well. But right now, I think I'm good on fabrication vehicles. We can just continue building and building. In fact, let's just make a little neat box over here. So far, let's try to find white. We don't need to find Spartan 010 because he's definitely fucked. And here's red. And I'm yellow like a banana. A peeled, stale banana, maybe. Anyway, let's build more vehicle factories, actually, just to outproduce red over here, and then attack his base. Which does seem like a good strategy, actually. Maybe getting an early leveler. Ah, there's Wudong. Well, Wudong's radar, actually. Maybe we can go for an early attack on Wudong. Maybe. Right now, my economy needs to be settled. So far, it's struggling, but I'm working on it. Vehicle factory, air factory, mexes, power plants. Not a lot going on here, actually. From what I can see, I'm going to send in another scouter just to double check on that. Maybe he has a secret mex super, I don't know, field or something with 50 mexes lining one on top of each other or something like that. It could happen. You know, people do build like crazy in this game. And that's generally the thing you want to do in this game, build like crazy. Anyway, we're just going to build some towers over here with our commander. And then we have 4 vehicle factories producing ants, which is good. That's really good. We have some vehicle fabricators producing power plants, mexes. And so far, we're going to see more of the space. Air fabricators, okay. Some mexes, some power plants. Radar over here. Can I shoot? Can I fire? Ah, interesting. We might be able to take out that mex in about 50 years or something around those estimates. 50 years, 1,000 years, I don't know. Could even be, I don't know, 100,000. 100 years after the Fire Nation attacked. Alright, so let's continue building some mexes. Generally, you want to always keep building. I know this is basically self-explanatory, and I know you guys from watching the video can see, oh, building a lot is actually very good. And, you know, it's something that a lot of players in PA don't realize, is that this isn't StarCraft, this isn't Company of Heroes 2. This is Supreme Commander-esque building style, which means, motherfucker, build a lot. So we're just going to have a radar array all around our base over here, just to see any sneak attacks or anything coming our way. Let's go to red, actually. Knock on his door and fuck his mom. Ooh, apparently he's doing that to me, actually. That is not really nice. Knock, knock. Actually, wait. It would be more useful for us to defend at the turrets because we have added defense. Even though we have superior numbers. I just want to lose less tanks. Okay, we're definitely going to bait him in. There we go, yeah. There we go. Focus on the tower. Now, ba-bam! Mark Wahlberg on your ass. So we got him. Now we can just march all the way to red's base over here. We're continuing to build tanks, which is good. Radars are up. Well, one radar's up so far. So far, from what I can tell, white isn't really doing anything, so that's good. That's good. That means all we have to do is worry about red, and that's about it. Alright, you're done, so that means we can go ahead and build some more vehicle factories, because spamming is awesome. And whoever says otherwise is a complete dumbass. I wonder if he has a naval base. That would be interesting. Then I would have to get a naval base myself to counteract those massively powerful gunships and battleships. Not gunships and battleships. I mean, who builds those small little sunfishes and small stingrays? No one, really. Stingray, after all, is kind of like the poor man's Leviathan. From what I've heard so far. And from what I've seen in gameplay, like, that thing just sucks. Alright, so let's try to keep pushing forward. So far, everything's okay. In fact, we should build a little bit more. Just to keep this guy busy. Alright, so we're about to reach his base, which is good. I wonder if he has a radar station. So my tanks are a little bit weak, but we have the element of surprise. Aha. So far, we're doing really good on our economy. Oh, yes, he doesn't know. That's good. He doesn't have a radar. So walk onto the beachhead. Just destroy his base. While that's going on, let's continue building some ants, because ants are really good. Alright, here's his ants, and so far we actually caught him building an advanced vehicle factory. Let's punish him for it. Spank him like the dirty boy he is. I don't mean to get sexual here. I just haven't had my coffee in years. Ever since Vietnam. Alright, we have a radar station. Let's take that out. Fucker. Move. Damn Steam. The most annoying invention on the planet. Even though you made Half-Life 3. Well, are going to make Half-Life 3. Anyway, so right now we're just marching, moving essentially. Because who cares about direct fire and focus fire in this game? Ha ha ha. Those things don't matter. Shit, but maybe we should have regrouped first. Whatever, we did a surprising amount of damage, so right now we can just pull back with the remainder of my ants and then continue building ants from these vehicle factories. We right now have more than my original army, which is really good. And we can start building laser towers all around my base. I know it's risky to have my commander exposed like this, but at the same time, I'm pretty sure white isn't going to try anything stupid. So, we're all fine. In fact, we can move up my ants over here. We can set the rally point over here. That's good. We have a large amount of ants being produced every single, I don't know, minute or so. So that's good. Where's my other fabricator vehicle? There we go. Okay, you. I want you to build air units, just in case we might need to have tier 2 fighters to fight off any commander sniping. And we'll use the air fabricators to kind of get us to tier 2. I like to stay at tier 1 for most of the game just because the ants are just so powerful. And then later on I do upgrade to tier 2 tanks, aircraft, mexes, power plants, all that other good stuff. Where's that fabricator? Supposed to build these two. Where is he? I don't know. Alright, so we're meeting his ants, and his ants stand no chance because I'm the African wildfire evil ants, and he is the domestic American ants. And everybody knows American ants are pussies. Anyway, let's just try to fight back against this massive push he's doing right now. I have to commend him. He is fighting hard and fighting strong. Anyway, let's try to flank him while he's trying to attack our turret array. So there's two forces. We have one going to his base and one intercepting his army over here, which is distracting him for the most part, which is pretty good. This is all this army is used for, actually, just a distraction so that my main army can just swoop in and destroy his entire base. Ah, there we go. Alright, so let's just keep moving. Yeah, he's backing off, actually. That's good. I guess he sees my army, so now he's scared. Question is, does he fear death? Ha ha ha! And the answer is, yes, he does. Alright, so let's just fire at these factories over here. Destroy them. Get rid of any way to produce any more ants, because only I shall build the ants, since I am the ant king. And maybe he'll leave, maybe he won't. I don't know, it depends on him. Oh, shit, turret. And here comes the commander, who is a bitch to kill. Because he is the commander after all. Focus on these fabricators, actually. If the fabricator's gone, we will have an advantage. Let's do as much damage as we can while we regroup our forces. Wow, that's a lot of forces, actually. Alright, all the ants can go over there, and let's build some fabrication aircraft. Like I said I would. And I guess we could build more mexes, actually. Why not? Just keep building. Just keep building. What do? We build. Da. Ha 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 ha. I like to build. Okay. Another push and then we should be done. I'm kind of just focusing on spamming a lot of units and grinding him down. That's usually what you want to do in this game. Just grind your opponent down. Not like, you know, grind on a railing or grind on someone's dick. I mean, if you like that, that's okay. But what I mean by that is, you know, just sending in your forces over and over and over again. Kind of like a Soviet human wave. And then eventually your opponent will give out and die. Sometimes it works. You know, sometimes it doesn't. And when it doesn't, it involves a lot of dead people, but all is fair in love and war, I guess, is the phrase that I like to go with. And right now we can go ahead and get some anti-air done. Because we do need some anti-air just in case of any tier 2 bombers ruining my entire day. Which does happen. Sometimes. Anyway, so one more push and we should be fine. Yeah, we definitely boned him in the ass. Good game tonight, Teko, actually. He did a surprising amount of good trying to defend off against this entire ant attack, but alas, it was too late. He built too little, and he didn't build any defenses, and that's his problem. Granted, I built very little defenses, but I knew where my opponent was. Intel and defenses are the most important things in this game, because right now, shit, that's a lot of turrets, actually. Let's just attack him from afar. In fact, killing these mexes will actually help us out a lot. Seems like Spartan came back just to spectate, which is okay. Always love a spectator. Air defense towers. Really? You are no match for my ants. Pitiful towers. These were all a distraction made by the commander to leave. The commander shall not escape our grasp. Oh, he is definitely boned. In fact, all of his buildings are dead. Wow. It's like I killed all of his children. Okay. Time to focus in on and kill this commander. Hope he doesn't use the D-gun. He's probably going to use the D-gun, but that's just the nature of it. Whatever, I have a secondary force. What is going on? Spy planes, really? That sucks. Anyways, let's just continue building some tier 2 aircraft. While we do that, we should build even more tier 2 aircraft. Just cause tier 2 aircraft are the most badassiest. Am I thinking about spamming Hornets? Well, yes and no. I don't know. I feel as though Hornet spamming is very cheesy. Commander sniping is very cheesy. However, it is one of the only or one of the first legitimate strategies coming out of Planetary Annihilation so far, from what I can tell. So, I guess we can start building some Hornet sniping bombers. Not Hornet sniping bombers, but Commander sniping bombers. Right now we can continue building more mexes. Getting a better economy is always the most important thing to do. Just remember that, kids. Fuck everything, get a better economy. Let's get some Hornets out. Let's just try to find our friend and finish him off. He's kind of like a wounded puppy. You can't just leave him there limping at his leg all the time. Like, you need to put him down. And although that's very dark, it is kind of true, actually. Well, for horses, actually. For dogs, I'm not sure. Because for horses, I know if they break their legs, then you have to put them down. I don't know why. I think it's because how the horse is structured. Or maybe humans just don't care about a horse who can't run fast. So that's a little bit stupid. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not a horse expert. I'm not the horse whisperer. I don't know what they're feeling. Anyway, so right now we can just try to find him. Which is really hard. He's like a slippery rabbit. God damn it. Well, we found white at least. Where is red? Oh god, he did not go into the ocean. Oh my god, he did go into the ocean, I bet. Whatever. Let's push that white right now, actually. And just take him out. Right now we can just spam out well, not commanders, but hornets. What the hell? Oh, there we go. Right now we're sending in our wave of ants. Good, okay. Radar is down. I'm expecting Wudong to have a massive army, much more massive than Red, and as we can see, wow, he has levelers. That sucks, but we have numbers on our side, which means those levelers should be relatively useless against our entire army, unless he has a lot more levelers than that, which then makes me feel a little bit sad inside and probably want to cut myself. So here we are. Let's see what happens. So far, no levelers, no anything. We have the radar going down, which is good. Screw your radar. You get no sight. So far, let's see what happens. While that's happening... Shit. What's going on? One leveler. Ooh, advanced laser tower. Okay. So he's going to take out a lot of our ants. That's okay. I didn't expect this to happen. 2 levelers. 3 levelers. Oh, there's going to be a lot more levelers, I bet. Whatever, we're taking them out. But we're not able to take out the laser tower. Whatever. We have a ton of ants, actually. Wow, we just went down in power overall. It just super drop right now. I don't know why that is, actually. Probably because we're building too fast. Yep, there we go. We're building way too fast. Alright, so right now what we can do is go ahead and build a lot more power plants. We can do a combined land and air assault, actually. Send in hornets to kill the commander while we send in the ants to distract Wudong, which would actually be a pretty good strategy, but I don't know. I'm not that sophisticated enough to actually implement that strategy in my overall plan. Maybe I am. I don't know. Okay, let's just build... Just take all these fabricators and get them to work. Right now, we don't have to fear any land attack from what I can see, so... That's good. I don't know how many levelers he has, but he has a pretty sturdy defense, actually, from what I can tell. Or just sturdy enough to keep away from me. Like, maybe if this was Gentleman's rules, then he would get completely boned, or I would get completely boned based on our playstyles. Gentleman's rules, if you don't know, is pretty much a ranking system in which a lot of the rules that are present in Planetary Annihilation, or a lot of the things you can do in Planetary Annihilation, are taken out. For example, you can only build mexes on metal points, as you can see right over... Let me see if I can find it. This is a little bit embarrassing. Over here, the white spots. So you can only build metal mexes over here, because this represents the final version of the game. You can also, I think, not make walls, or you can only make walls when a turret is right next to it. I'm not sure. I have to look back on that rule. And other than that, that's about it for Gentleman's Rules. There might be a little bit more, but fuck do I know. Alright, send in my ants to kill the AI because I'm sick and tired of his shit. Then we can push forward with a combined force over here. With my bombers and my ants, we should be doing huge amounts of damage to White's entire base. Right now we have the final army of my ants striving forward to make a better place for this world. On the outskirts of war and the desert stand. While that happens, I'm going to build some power plants everywhere. There we go. You can build some mexes. We just want all of our fabricators to do something. Idle units are just a waste. More storage would actually be very useful. Wow. Oh, we killed the commander already. Oh, well. Or did we? Did we actually kill the commander? No, we didn't. Wow, that was a little bit embarrassing. Okay. Whatever, we have our main army over here, just chilling. In fact, we could just send in the bombers to just kill that commander really fast. That should be in our best interest, actually. Let's send in half of these bombers to go kill the commander. The AI commander, I mean, if you guys aren't paying attention. Or if I'm not paying attention. Fuck your shit, AI! Oh, that's embarrassing. Alright, let's keep on going. And soon we're going to have to look out for red, actually, which is a little bit annoying, but shit happens. I don't think he sees my entire ant force coming in. I know he sees my bombers, though, so he knows about the air forces, but he does not know about this massive land push. His army isn't that big, from what I can see, actually. Yeah, not that big. It's relatively small. But it does the job. It's small, determined, and energetic. Okay, anyway, so let's push forward. We should be able to kill everything inside, actually. While he's concentrated on that front over there, we should be able to sneak right past his defenses and go for the jugular. Where's that commander? Where is he? Where's that commander? Oh, look at him. He's trying to spam tier 1 bombers. Build tier 2 economic units. Buildings, actually. But how dare he build economic units and buildings? How dare that man live? He must die. No. What the hell? Whatever. He's going to send in his bombers to stop my push. And I'm going to send in my bombers to kill his commander. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. Ba-bam! Out for the count. Whoa, did the rest of his base blow up too? Huh. I have no idea. He might still be in the game, but... No, I'm pretty sure the rest of his base blew up, actually. Alright, let's try to find our friend Knight Techo while we send in the rest of these ants to deal with the AI. Because that's a little bit embarrassing to leave the AI alive. After all, who leaves the AI alive? God damn that AI. You must die. What the hell is going on? What is this? Knight Techo, what have you been doing? This is probably actually Wudong's naval forces. Which means Knight Techo must be somewhere. Somewhere in this barren wasteland. There he is. There he is. Goodbye, Knight Techo. What? Aim for the commander, you fools! Damn you bombers. There we go. That's the AI down. There we go. And that's Knight Techo down. Alright, and I think that's it, actually. If I'm not mistaken. I know I went against my overall principle and killed commanders and bases with my Hornets. But then again, I didn't want to show you guys 40 minutes of me mopping up people with my ants. Anyway, so that's my game so far. It's just a casual game of Planetary Annihilation. And I will see you guys next time for the next Planetary Annihilation video, as well as many other videos on my channel. Please like and subscribe. Tell me how the mic sounds like. And honestly, keep in touch.